This is Lecture 2.2, The Environmental Psychologists Rachel and Stephen Kaplan. This lecture focuses on the work of the Kaplans, and they are environmental psychologists at the University of Michigan. The Kaplans are renowned in their field for studying the effects of nature on human health. Since the 1970s, they have published numerous books and papers on the effect of nature on human health. Their work has influenced generations of environmental psychologists and designers. There have been numerous books since then that they have written, and there have been numerous papers published in conjunction with other people. We'll explore some of their findings here. The Experience of Nature, a Psychological Perspective by the Kaplans, was published in 1989. It offers the first research-based analysis of the vital psychological role that nature plays in our lives. The Kaplans developed a theory called attention restoration theory. What they found was there are two components to attention. One is voluntary, and involuntary attention, or directed attention. This is a cognitive process that is subject to fatigue with prolonged use. So if we're reading a book, studying, trying to concentrate on a subject for a prolonged period of time, it becomes increasingly difficult to pay attention. The other type of attention, involuntary attention, is stimulated by our environment, and it takes very little cognitive thought to focus on it. For example, when we're looking at a sunset in the evening. What they found through attention restoration theory was that involuntary attention assisted in recovery from attention fatigue caused by an overload of voluntary or directed attention. Natural environments are full of what they called involuntary attention. They called these attractions soft fascinations, where people can reflect with effortless attention, such as clouds moving through the sky or leaves rustling in the breeze. Many of us have experienced renewed mental focus when we take a walk outside or simply gaze and muse. But it wasn't until the scientific community started rigorous testing in the 1990s that data also proved this experiential fact. The next few slides will summarize some of these findings. The primary finding related to attention restoration theory is that exposure to nature has shown to enhance cognitive functioning. In addition, in another finding, it was found that office workers with a view of nature were happier and healthier at work. This goes beyond cognitive functioning to start to understand the importance of nature on human well-being, and particularly mental health. In a significant finding for medical outcomes, the Kaplans learned that simply viewing pictures of nature lowered blood pressure and heart rate. And we can see here two monitors with very calming nature pictures to show. The Kaplans also found that the act of going outside, even to a simple green environment, has the capacity to enhance mood and increase ability to focus. This finding has great implications for people who may spend most of their time indoors, whether in confined situations in assisted living centers or by choice. Recent Kaplan research has found that people who walk outside in green environments tend to walk longer than those who walk inside or in neighborhoods. This clearly has implications for physical health. In addition, they found that people react positively to nature regardless of their age, culture, social setting, or economic background. These are universal findings. In additional recent Kaplan research, they found that while wilderness experiences and awe-inspiring scenes may have great impact, even simple experiences like a walk in a woodsy area can foster feelings of tranquility. In addition, they found that continued, repeated contact with nature on some level is important to maintaining these feelings. Having ways to contact nature directly is very important. Here are some references to some of the Kaplan work. You'll be finding additional references in the bibliography at the end of this module, where you will be able to do some study on your own of research. This ends the second lecture, Lecture 2.2. Go now to Assigned Reading 2.2, and then go to Exercise 2.2.1 and 2.2.2 that are based both on this lecture and on the readings. After completing the assigned reading and exercise, you can go to Lecture 2.3.